Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Please switch off your handphones or put them on silent mode if you have not done so. We have arranged for official photographers to take photos of all graduates receiving their diplomas. There is no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. If you wish to take additional photos, you may do so after the ceremony at the plaza. I will be inviting you to stand when the academic procession enters and leaves the convention hall. Graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You will be issued with a card lock-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card as you will need it to place your order for the photos. Lastly, graduates, graduation is a formal occasion. Please show respect for our guests and fellow graduates in your behavior. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest speaker, Mr. Fong Siu Ban, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 57th graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic. At this sixth session, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to the graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. May I now invite our Principal and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. So Wai Wah, to deliver the graduation address. Mr. So, please.
Mr. Fong So Ban, the Global Head of Digital Transformation with Standard Chartered Bank. Distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome to the 57th graduation ceremony. This year we see our 57th batch of students graduating from Singapore's first Polytechnic. I congratulate all 5,577 graduates from the diploma, post-diploma, and WSQ courses on your achievements. And in particular, the 313 of you here today who will be receiving your certificates. This must be a proud moment for you and for your family. Today's ceremony marks an important milestone in your life indeed. Over the last few years, you have learned hard, worked hard, played hard. The things that you have learned, the friendships you have forged, the trials and triumphs that had helped you to grow. I hope all these will form an indelible part of your memory. In the years to come, you draw on them for strength and for joy. As you graduate and leave SP, please do not for a moment think that your learning journey has come to an end. Whether you are moving on to university or straight to the workplace or elsewhere, you should continue to learn. You should continually deepen your skills and hone your craft. You should build on what you have learned here in SP and develop yourself further. Learning does not stop when someone leaves school and starts work. You need to see yourself as a lifelong learner, always learning and relearning until the day you retire, and even beyond that. To help you in your journey of lifelong learning, SP has also transformed ourselves to be a poly for all ages, not just teenagers. We have always had adults in our classrooms. However, going forward, we will be more intentional in our efforts to help the adult learner. We will have more training programs for working adults with syllabi more tailored for their needs in the workplace and delivered in a manner more accessible to the working people. In other words, as you commence your working life, whether in this year or in a few years to come, SP will continue to provide you the learning resources that you need. We will continue to support you in your continuous learning journey. We want to be your lifelong partner in learning. We want to see you again here on campus as an adult student. So once again, graduates, congratulations, goodbye, and see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. So. Our guest speaker this evening is Mr. Fong So Ban, Global Head of Digital Transformation, Retail, Private Wealth in Technology and Operations of Standard Chartered Bank. Mr. Fong graduated from Singapore Polytechnic with the Diploma in Electronic and Communication Engineering in 1983. He also holds master and bachelor degrees in computer science from the University of Texas at Austin. Prior to Standard Chartered Bank, Mr. Fong was with IBM from 2000 to 2016, where he held several leadership roles as Regional Chief Technology Officer, Regional Technical Executive, and Executive Architect. He became the first in IBM Asia Pacific and the first Singaporean to be recognized as an IBM Distinguished Engineer in 2008. Mr. Fong is an adjunct professor with the National University of Singapore, a member of the Keppel Technology Advisory Panel, and fellow of the Singapore Computer Society. Mr. Fong is also very active on several major government and executive committees. In 2016, Mr. Fong was deeply honored to be recognized as the IT Professional of the Year by the Singapore Computer Society and was one of the 50 Singaporeans feature in the SG50, a nation of skilled talents. It is now my pleasure to invite Mr. Fong Siu Ban to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Fong, please.
Mr. So Wai-Wah, Principal and CEO of Singapore Polytechnic, distinguished guests, parents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon to you. It is indeed a great honor to address you at this 57th SP graduation ceremony. This graduation ceremony celebrates not only your well-deserved accomplishments by our graduates, our faculty members, our SP management, but it is also a significant milestone marking the 60th anniversary of the School of EEE. So my heartiest congratulations to all. As your fellow alumnus, 34 years ago, since 1983, I have 3 realizations which I wish to share with our graduates today. My 3 realizations are, first, a discovery of my own priceless treasure. Number 2, innovate with immediate tasks at hand. And 3, having a mentor in life. Let me quickly share with you these 3 realizations. So my first realization about discovery of my priceless treasure. The British poet Lord Byron wrote, I quote, "The days of our youth are the days of our glory," unquote. When I graduated from SP EEE 34 years ago, I aspired to continue to train myself. I chose a difficult path by giving myself a grand challenge to partially self-finance my overseas studies. So looking back, this period was extremely rewarding for me and a defining phase of my life. After graduation and national service, I worked as an electronic technician in Electrolux for 8 months. And over 8 months, I self-earned and saved $5,000 as a small supplement to my plans for overseas studies. Then I left for the United States for undergraduate and graduate studies under a part-time work-study program. It was extremely tough going because I had to work almost 20 to 40 hours with several jobs outside of classroom. So I worked in a school cafeteria. I chose to work in the cafeteria in the backstage where there are back kitchen rows so that I could earn a quarter every hour. A quarter is 25 cents, right? Every hour. Then a front counter row. A fast moving conveyor belt will brought in all the food and loosely stacked trays of waste food and dishes. I could quickly wash off all these food remains and wash off all the food waste, and it just splashed head to toe over me because the conveyor belts are coming at a very fast and furious pace. Then at the end of the day, I got to reach deep into the washer waste collectors to dig out all the smelly waste food which remained stubbornly stuck on the walls of the washer collectors. Besides the cafeteria, I worked as a waiter in a Chinese restaurant in the evenings. I always ensured that everything was clean and in order before I left the restaurant to return to my school's computer lab to work on my school assignments. To conserve spending, I had to stay in a rented apartment that's infested with roaches. And in this world, what I hate most are roaches. I didn't feel anything but roaches, but it was terrible. So I spent most of my time inside campus facilities, so that I can save on heating or air conditioning costs. I remember vividly how I would run back from my campus to my rented apartment in dark, snowy nights. With these inner struggles, I fought my foundation, which surprisingly led me to good student jobs, like being the first head teaching assistant in UT Austin Computer Science Department. Those were my fondest memories as a student after SP. It was the most defining period of my life where I discovered my priceless treasure, that I can overcome adversities. Through overcoming each difficult challenge, I called forth dormant potentials within myself which I was not aware of. I polished my character, determined to be more humble, more compassionate, more empathetic, more determined, and more seeking. This has served as my foundation for living an unregretful youth after SP. This foundation of overcoming my own weaknesses through challenges is my priceless treasure. Of course, each of us will go and travel down our own chosen path. But which path each of us will take, I encourage you to develop your own priceless treasure within yourself and be courageous to take on new challenges. That's my first realization. My second realization is about innovating with immediate tasks at hand. I am currently leading digital transformation for retail banking, private and wealth management in technology and operations at the Standard Chartered Bank. When I graduated from SP, did I even envisage my current role upon graduation? Or did I even aspire to be an IBM Chief Technology Officer or an IBM Distinguished Engineer? Answer, of course, is no. So, how did I land myself into a role which I truly enjoy working with? My mentor in life, Mr. Daisaku Ikeda, once shared this with me. I quote, "If you cannot cross a river 10 feet wide, how can you cross one that is 100 or 200 feet wide?" Unquote. So, I threw myself wholeheartedly into innovating with immediate initiatives at hand, no matter how insignificant that task could be. I must have the capabilities to cross 10 feet before tackling several hundred feet. And do I have a solution to improve each immediate task with better and cheaper means? What kind of technologies can I apply and can I learn? By incrementally developing new innovation with small steps. Over time, I was able to develop a more realistic roadmap for innovations towards grander challenges. With each incremental small steps, I enjoyed learning new skills, developed a sense of fulfillment and achievement, and gradually discovered my own strengths and my own passions. How have I progressed since SP? I was first an electronic technician, then I joined ISS of NUS after my return from USA in 1991-92. In ISS, I worked on applied research to find solutions with detecting clone phone usages, optimizing port operations, optimizing scheduling of exam schedules, and more. As I researched, I taught new skills in artificial intelligence and object orientation. Then, I was a principal technical leader for a first locally developed fighter craft simulator, which integrates software, electronics, and mechanicals. I was then recruited into a local leading bank to help the group CIO transform the bank, where I had to innovate around transforming legacy systems into service-oriented designs amidst all the banking conservatives. After the bank, I was recruited into a very good local chain of clinics to lead patient-centric innovations, which eventually led me to help the chairman and CEO to start a new startup for the clinic. As you can imagine, I have to stretch myself to develop business skills of a startup and speaking to investors. This was really outside my comfort zone since I was a techie all along. My major turning point came when I was headhunted into IBM, where I stayed for more than 16 years. IBM was one of the best companies to work for globally. I like IBM's values, one of which states, innovation that matters for the company and for the world. I had many opportunities to challenge old and new thinking, develop and improve with the best of the best technologies and the best people globally. Beyond typical solution design and implementation in IT, in IBM, as an IBM CTO, I picked up new areas like nanotechnology, service science, cognitive computing, cloud analytics, smarter cities, Internet of Things, and more. I went on to lead complex transformation journeys with overseas corporations and governments. I was deeply honored to become the first IBM Distinguished Engineer in Singapore. Now, in Standard Chartered, together with my colleagues, we need to digitally transform all the banking operational processes, existing legacy systems, transform agile culture, customer experience, and customer journeys. I like what we are doing now in Standard Chartered Bank, that is to become a digital bank with a human touch. So now, in retrospective, all those opportunities I worked on in the past 20 over years were digital transformation initiatives. However, 20 years ago, there was no job that is called Head of Digital Transformation. In fact, new job roles were constantly created over the past 20 over years. Then, why was digital transformation and digitization of industries become so critical now? Digitization was important 20 years ago, wasn't it? Yes, but the difference, however, is unlike the past, many factors are now driving the importance of digitization. Compared to a few years ago, we are now witnessing waves of disruptive technologies. Not just one wave at a time, but multiple waves sweeping in concurrently, not one at a time, but concurrently. For example, you may have heard of cloud, analytics, security, the revival of artificial intelligence when we were just faced with AI winter, not a few years ago, Internet of Things, social business, and more. Data are being generated at astronomical rate. Consumers are also technologically a lot more savvy now. Disruptive technologies are easily so accessible at such a reasonable cost as compared to the past. You also need a good understanding of both business and disruptive technologies so that you are able to serve your clients much better. So in fact, I would like to assert that we are now entering into another new era, and that is a new era for human-computer collaborations. Not human-computer interactions, but human-computer collaborations. With such developments, do I really know what kind of new skill sets were needed back then? Of course, no. Instead, I believe I took every opportunity enthusiastically to innovate with immediate tasks at hand, learn how to team and how to lead global teams. Then during this journey of enjoying successes and failures, I discovered my strengths and passion along the way. As I innovated with each opportunity, better and greater opportunities opened up. I was also very fortunate to have very good managers, friends, and a mentor who coached and guided me. I would encourage you to innovate with every opportunity at hand, no matter how insignificant they may seem, while you leapfrog into the future with joys. My third realization is having a mentor in life. It is my greatest fortune and priceless treasure to have Mr. Daisaku Ikeda as my mentor in life. While my passion is in engineering and IT, these two areas seem a bit cold and a bit logical to me. So at that time, I was actually searching for meaning in life and humanistic application of engineering and IT. I got my answers when I read an encouragement from my mentor in life, Mr. Daisaku Ikeda, which I quote, "For what purpose do you cultivate wisdom? May you always ask yourself this question. Only labor and devotion in life give life its worth." Unquote. It was through Mr. Ikeda that I'm able to find my direction and lead value creative activities. I'm enjoying myself. I'm transforming tribulations into such sources of joy and forever advancing forward in challenging myself. Mr. Ikeda not only pointed me in the right direction, but he also helped me discover myself. Having a wise mentor is my greatest treasure in life. Finally, I would like to end with encouragement that was once shared by my mentor about Shakespeare. And Shakespeare once wrote this, I quote, "All the world's a stage. All the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances." Unquote. Shakespeare likened life as a drama on the stage. So I leave our graduates with these questions. As a writer and as an audience, how would you like your life drama to be written? How would you like your entrances and your exits to be? So it has been a great honor to return to my alma mater today to celebrate your accomplishments and the 60th anniversary of the School of Triple E. I wish you greatest joy, greatest success, and in all endeavors. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Fong. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. This evening, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to 313 graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. May I now call upon the Director of the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mr. Loh Yu Cheong, to present the diplomas. Mr. Loh, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Aerospace Electronics.
Chu Wei Hao. Jenny Ong Xue Li. Jared So Jin Yi. Liao Jian Hong. Ong Zong Shen. Seamus Wee Junhui. Sean Lee. Abdul Halim bin Abdullah. Ahmad Azman bin Ibrahim. Ahmad Taha bin Salamat. Amal bin Maznan. Amir Hamizan bin Rohaizat. Ang Wei Sheng. Aravind Movendan. Annabella Chu Kia. Born Lin Lien Hao. Chan Nicholas Jeremy Fugan. Chan Wai Kit Dominic. Chan Yongsheng. Jiang Zesheng. Chung Wing Yu. Chu Baosheng. Chu Chengyang Jonathan. Jia Yihao Kenneth. Chu Zu Yao Daniel. Zheng Junxiang Jordan. Chu Sok Yi Georgina. Chua Wei Yu. Chua Zi Hao Alistair. Chua Zong En. Dai Yunshan. Demarin Paul Andrew Gadon. Dinesh Kannan. Elliot Tam Man Chong. Eugen Lim Wei Jie. Fang Wei. Hariharan Rabindran. Haziq Hulayf bin Haruna Rashid. He Si Fang. Hoi Di Sheng Max. Hong Chung Yuan. Ian Ong Tiong Yen. Ian Tang Jia Ming. Indra Khairil bin Muhammad Musbah. Erwin Tan Yong Kai. Jet Ang Yusheng. John Gabriel Yo Kwang Run. Justin Ao Xuan Hui. Kong Jia Xuan Victor. Go Yu Xuan. Lee Jun Hong. Lee Liang Hong. Lee Wei Lin. Liao Jun Zhong. Liao Yi En. Lim Cheng Wei. Lim Han Chiang John Michael. Lin Che Wei Weber Lin. Lo Wen Hui Bradley. Lo Xian Hao. Lo Xuan Hui. M. Gandhiban. Matthew Nigel Chan Zhen Yu. Muhammad Tamim bin Burhanuddin, Muhammad Khairuddin bin Muhammad Hosaimi, Morales ni Celine Huevas, Mua Kim Ming, Muhammad Aidil bin Azman, Muhammad Akbar bin Sharuddin, Muhammad Haikal Uzair bin Ramli, Muhammad Irfan bin Zakaria, Muhammad Khalis bin Muhammad Juhaidi, Muhammad Nizam bin Yusuf, Muhammad Raihan bin Muhammad Roslan, Muhammad Ridwan bin Jamaluddin, Muhammad Zulhilmi bin Muhammad Taib, Muhammad Zulkarnain Hafiz bin Ismail, Ng Xuan Yi, Ngao Hongchang Brian, Nicholas Lo Hui Cheng, Nicholas Yi Shen Fu, Nur Afika binti Abdul Rashid, Nur Amira binti Sahari, Ong Shi Yo, Ong Ying Ying, Pravindran Dayalan, R. Kumaresh, Raymond Ho Chin Wei, Russell Tan Wei Liang, Ryan Chu Zi Hao, Ryan Fu, Ryan Lee Jia Chen, Simon Emmanuel, Sakara Lana binti Muhammad, Samuel Seo Jingta, Xia Jin Yuan Kelvin, Sito Jun Wei, Sharul Hazman bin Rosli, Sham Shanghui Naoki, Sim Ching Chuan Prosper, So Wen Hui, Soon Wei Sheng Gerald, Shahira binti Sasman, Tan JC, Tan Chen Wei, Tan Junzuo, Tan King Hian, Tan Li Wei, Tan Tianfu, Tan Yanqing, Tan Yujin, Tan Ziyang Gerald, Deng Wei Yang, Teh Ming Feng, Tae Junhong Brian, Ding Zhiying, Do Wenhao, Do Yingxuan, Vanessa Dolores Chan Wan Ting, Vinit Kumar Vijayakumaran, Wang Yo Gui, Wei Wenwen, Winston Lim Chen Rui, Wong Kang Zong Isaac, Shi Wenjin, Yan Chonghao Marcus, Yo Sui Ching, Yo Shun Bin, Yong Zheng Hao Kendrick, Yong Zi Ying, Zhang Yipeng, Zhu Yanbiao, Zuo Shinan,
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering.
Tan Hao Ren, Woon Jun Wei, Yang Fan, Tan Bing Liang, Tan Chun Guan Darren, Tan Jin Hui, Tan Jun Yuan, Tan Kim Kwan Leonard, Tan Lok Yin, Tan Chi Sheng, Tan Jing Wei William, Tan Chao Chong Lionel, Tan Siu Tin, Tan Tek Sem, Tan Wei Pin Leonard, Tan Wei Tek, Tan Wen Da, Tan Wen Yin, Tan Zhen Xin, Tan Zeng Kyong, Tang Yin Tong, Tae Soon Chai Elvin, Tae Zi Hong, Deng Yong Yao Stanford, Teo Sheng Hao Isaac, Terence Lim Ping Jie, Terry Lee Zong Xian, Tae Zi Yong, Ding Tze Ming Brian, Tiong Tze Kai, Do Jai Yun, Do Beng Hong, To Yan Chin Andy, To Yi Hui, V Hariharan, Valencia Jean Michael Flores, Valerie Sia Si Min, Vidya Malini Somasundaram Pillai, Vincent Ng Guan Rui, Wan Sulaiman bin Muhammad Nasir, Wee Maisie, Wee Wei Tie Kenneth, Wong Jian Cheng, Wong Xian Liang, Wong Tiam Ying, Wong Dong Yao, Woon Tai Zhong, Yen Wei Min, Yang De Wei, Yap Tze Ho, Yap Yang Ming, Yi Junjian Eugene, Yo Ing Ho Jason, Yo Jia-han Sebastian. Yo Jin-hun Marcus. Yo Jun-hao. Yo Ka-kiet. Yo Kai-liang Kenneth. Yo Mien-ru. Yo Ming-siu. Zareen Fairoz binti Sheikh Alauddin. Tsai Cheng-rui. Zhang Yunpeng. Zhao Guanyu. Zheng Guangyin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Engineering with Business.
Jiang Jing-hao. Chua Yuxuan. Ng Dao-kiet Nicholas. Amanjot Kaur. Ang Zhongwei. Bell Li Jie. Benjamin To Jun-hao. Bei Huat Guang Barnabas. Jia Niansheng. Jiang Mingjin Jason. Christopher Yong Zixin. Daniel O Guanzheng. Devin Lau Jin Hong. Eden Kang Bao Feng. Hadi Shafiq bin Sazali. Huang Ziho. Ian Srijaja Ling Jen Wei. Ko Deng Xiang. Lee Boon Ray. Lee Junting. Li Liangping. Li Xiaoyu. Li Xianze. Li Ying Teresa. Lian Hongyi. Lim Guo-yao Brendan. Lim Ming-on Ashton. Lim Xiao Mei, Lim Sheng Hong, Lim Tao Wan, Lim Tze Yu Jarvis, Lim Tze Jie, Liao Chan Singh, Manalang Matthew Paul Arong, Marcus Chin Jun Hao, Muhammad Haikal bin Muhammad Hazamin, Muhammad Shafiq bin Muhammad Rafi, Muhammad Jauhar Jabarullahan, Muhammad Farhan Farid Taufik, Muhammad Fayyad Aminuddin bin Keri, Muhammad Suhailman bin Aziz, Muhammad Shafi bin Abdul Halim, Nai Hauran Ashley, Ng Rui Yi, Ong Jun Kai, Poon Yong Kit Alvin, Kwei Zi Win Sean, Sarah binti Khairul Ahmad, Sean Lee Jen Hui, Shakira binti Kamarul Muhammad, Siti Farhana binti Abdul Samad, Siti Nadia binti Redzwan, Sung Ting En Aldrich, So Yong Soon, Tan Jie Min Jasmine, Tan Yun Liang, Tan Zhen Xuan, Tan Zejie Nathan, Tay Kai Zong, Johannes Ignatius Katika, Zachary Phua Chun Wei, Zhang Hui Sin, Chu Fenghua,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Thank you, Mr. Loh. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the prizes to our graduates for their excellent academic performance. May I invite Mr. Fong Siu Ban, Global Head of Digital Transformation, Retail Private Wealth in Technology and Operation of Standard Chartered Bank, to present the following prizes. Mr. Fong, please. From the Diploma in Aerospace Electronic course, receiving the ExxonMobil prizes are Cheong Si Wei, Hans Day, Joseon Ong Kai Chiet, receiving the ST Aerospace prizes are Choi Ting Yi, Jonathan Fong Jia Tong, the ST Kinetic Prize, Shanice Kong Xin Yi, from the Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering course, receiving the Global Foundries prizes are Wilson Tai Wei Shen, Teo Shang Jie, Yap Jin Xian, receiving the RF 360 Singapore prizes are Wong Jun Sen, Yap So Shen, the Quest Technology Prize, Shi Su Chin, from the Diploma in Engineering with Business course, the MEDS Technologies Prize, Ding Hong Wei, the Siemens Prize, Jonathan Lim Chun Wen. That concludes the presentation of prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present course medals to our top graduates for their outstanding all-round performance. This year, the course medalists from the Diploma in Aerospace Electronics will also be receiving a Singapore Airline aircraft model sponsored by the Airline Pilot Association of Singapore. From the Diploma in Aerospace Electronics course, the Thales Silver Medal is awarded to Hazel Teo Hui Ting. The Thales Gold Medal and the Institution of Engineers Gold Medal awards are awarded to Tan Yi Xuan. From the Diploma in Engineering with Business course, the Sembawang Marine Silver Medal is awarded to Samuel Phua. The ExxonMobil Gold Medal and the Institution of Engineers Gold Medal Award are awarded to Justin Nor Kit Piao. That concludes the presentation of course medals. Thank you, Mr. Fong. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this evening is Ng Tao Kiet Nicholas, a graduate of the diploma course in engineering with business. May I call upon Nicholas to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates. Nicholas, please.
A very good evening to our guest speaker, Mr. Fong Siu Ban, Principal and CEO, Mr. So Wai Wah, ladies and gentlemen. I am greatly honored to stand before you today on this very special occasion. To my fellow graduates and friends, congratulations on reaching a milestone of our lives together. 3 years ago, we were all seated together here in SPCC for the very first time in a completely new environment, surrounded by unfamiliar faces. And 6 semesters later, this environment has grown to become a second home. And those unfamiliar faces have now become the closest of friends. Now, to sum up 3 years of Polytechnic life in 3 minutes is indeed a challenge. And I'm sure all of you would agree that our time in SP was one filled with many challenges. From pulling all-nighters during exam week, spending weeks preparing for project presentations, to the struggle of keying in our ATS codes within the 15-minute grace period. But it is also these challenges that have inculcated a sense of responsibility and taught us the importance of self-discipline. SP has constantly given us opportunities to learn and venture outside of campus to develop an openness to ideas. I was truly humbled to represent the school at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Exchange in Korea, to exchange ideas and to pitch business plans on an international stage. We are also reminded of the importance to show care and concern for not only each other, but for the community through CIP events every semester. Now, as we celebrate our graduation today, let us remember to appreciate those who have played an instrumental role in our fulfilling journey. To our lecturers who have taken on the role of mentors, thank you for your patience, your guidance, and your advice in and out of the classroom. And thank you for leaving your office doors open for consultations and for treating us like the young adults we are. And to my friends, for the fun times we've shared during class and outings, may we always stay young at heart and continue to recreate the fond memories we've shared. And to my mom and dad, thank you for believing in me. To both my sisters, thank you for having my back. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, and it is the courage to continue that counts." 3 years of poly have anchored deep within us the ability to learn, to solve problems, and to grow. So to my fellow graduates, if challenges were to arise, do not be afraid to fail. And do remember that you are able to accomplish anything so long as you have the passion, the drive, and the focus. Once again, congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is now adjourned. May I invite all to stand. The procession groups will now leave the convention hall. for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. May I invite parents and guests to leave the convention center first. Please ensure that you have all your belongings. Wishing you a pleasant evening. Thank you.